since yesterday, just tracking that story for us. Leigh-Anne Jansen, looks like the weather is somehow going to be helping the work of the firefighters as they continue to really stop these wildfires, and the operations are all set to go for the day.
Hi, Dan. Well, it seems that the heavens have answered the firefighters' prayers. The rain did come down quite severely over the past 30 minutes. It has somehow stopped now, but I'm sure that firefighters are hoping that the rain will pick up during the course of the day as well. Let me just show you behind me. I'll ask my camera operator, Zaid, to zoom in. So you see the orange line on this map. This map is of 2 days ago, the 29th of October, and that orange line shows the fire line from George to the Knysna area. It's over 65,000 hectares of vegetation that has now been damaged or burnt. A major concern is still the De Vlucht area, where the fire spread into two heads, a northern line and eastern line. Farmers at De Vlucht have also been placed on high alert in terms of evacuations. But to speak more on this issue, I am joined by Gerard Otto, the head of disaster management for the Eden District. Gerard, thank you so much for joining us. So what's disaster management's main priority? There are disaster management representatives, police, firefighters, all meeting in the room next to us to map a way forward. So what is that way forward?
Yeah, obviously it's still the response to the fire for now. So as you've mentioned, there's the two heads that is still running in the eastern direction. Fortunately, those areas is not densely populated, and we don't foresee any new evacuations. Yesterday was quite a challenge with evacuating Renendal and also placing a lot of people on high alert in Karatra. Fortunately, as I've said, the areas to the south is safe, and with the wind direction being from the south, it's pushing the fire back into the mountains the whole time. So on that side, if you look at the eastern side, that is still our main concern. But all the other lines around the fire is being guarded. There's about 580 firefighters working on the lines. Mopping up is on the way. If there's flare-ups will be doused. So the teams is already placed out, and they've been placed out 24/7. So that is continuing. Then there's still a line creeping to the west. In the Jonkersberg area, it's actually on the west of the Outeniqua Pass. So that line will also be monitored. For now, it's inaccessible and it's very old felt. So once it gets to an area where that can be actively fought with firefighters and the helicopters that's available, that will be done for now. Then moving forward, we also have to look at the rehabilitation, reconstruction, what was the damages, trauma counselling. A lot of people visiting this area. We need to know it's safe. We need to know people can come and go around. There's a holiday season ahead. So that is some of the main priority areas that we're also going to be focusing on in the days to come. After this event is over, we will have a debrief. We will look at the lessons learned. There's always lessons learned out of this big event. So that is focus areas that we will be focusing on.
So just for clarity, is the fire under control, or is it still a runaway fire?
It's still a runaway fire in the mountains on the eastern side. But the areas around it, the fire, as you've noticed on the map, the areas around it to the northern areas, all in the Langkloof, down in the Langkloof, as well as against the towns, George, Wilderness, Hoekville, right around Karatra, Renendal, those areas is contained. There's still smoke and there's small smouldering fire, and those is just contained at this point. I wouldn't say it's under control yet. There's still a running head that you can't reach, and it's in the mountains, and it can go anywhere, but with the wind, it's in our favour at this point.
And then just briefly, finally, what are some of the major challenges that you're facing right now?
Communication stays a challenge, specifically in areas where the signal was lost. And to get feedback from the teams out there, it's in the rural areas, it's difficult to do on the communication side. And I'd say that was the main challenge. The wind was not in our favour, and the weather conditions not allowing us to use aerial resources. Fortunately, for now, that is not a problem.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Dan, we're going to be out of commission for about 2 hours to drive to De Vlucht. It's about 200 or 120 kilometers from where we are right now. But we will bring you the latest from George and the Knysna district.